We're back in a strange place on a sandy island with our group in Pillars of Eternity to Deadfire. As we descend from the high mountain paths, we find a small camp nestled in the sand. Tents, tired horses with their legs camped out, campfires crackling. Seems far too active for an ambush to be in wait, but a small group approaches, a motley band of kith bearing quality arms and armor. The foremost, a deeply tanned dwarf, raises a hand in greeting. "You're coming down the pass?" she asks. "Don't suppose that means you've dealt with those filthy Eothas, does it?" "Well, who are you first?" She blinks and wipes her forehead with a rag. "Suppose that's a fair question. I'm Sandran, and we're the Adragon Adventuring Company out of the Living Lands." "That's the Adraban Adventuring Company," interjects a tall, finely armored human with skin like chipped obsidian. The dwarf scoffs. "For the last time, Franco. No, it is not. You want to be the Adrabans. You go be it somewhere else." A pale elf in loose robes, his beard beaded with sweat, sighs and massages his forehead. "About those Eothas," he says. "Let's say I killed them. How much would that be worth to you?" The adventurers glance among themselves, and the dwarf scratches her head. "Honestly, I'd not given it a lot of thought. Usually people pay us to go killing things, but these damn Eothas have been blocking the journey inland for weeks. Damn near crushed Mage with a rock." A small half-orc nods vigorously. "Too close by half. Almost took my ear off." The dwarf looks you over. "You seem a forthright sword. Let's say an even 2,000 copper. In mixed currency, of course?" "Yeah, they're very dead. Now pay up." The woman claps. "Outstanding. Best damn news I've heard in weeks." The Aumaua standing behind the dwarf's sides, "And here I thought we'd have an opportunity to test our mettle on this adventure." The rope-pale elf glances at her. "Death finds us all in time, Watchka. No need to rush to his embrace." The party's small Orlan tosses you a heavy pouch. "Your coin, as requested." The dwarf gestures toward the tents. "Seeing as you've gotten our whole venture started up again, the least we could do is let you share our fire for a spell." "Yeah, we'll do that." Step into the camp and come to sit beside a fire. Although it looks like they intended to put it out before you got there, the Aumaua feeds it another log. The dwarf gestures to a pot hanging over the flames. "Got some stew left, fish and vegetables, nothing fancy." I think we can trust them. "I'd like to know more about your company." The dwarf taps the scar on her dusky chin. "Well, we formed in the Living Lands. It's where Mage and me hail from." She gestures to the short Orlan. "She's our mindbreaker. Franco here's from Old Valia, a sworn brother of the Darkosi Paladini." The tall man clangs a gauntlet against his breastplate and bows at the waist. Sandran gestures to the pale elf. "That's Lyslochdir, Lodgir. From the White That Wends. He handles the magic. And Watchka?" She nods to the island Aumaua. "Left Rautai when she ran out of things to put her axe in. Anyone else you see around is a hireling, but still some of the best. We've been all over the Living Lands and Deadfire both." Mage grins. "Right now we're drawing coin of an Adiran noble as members of the Deadfire Archipelago Explorer Society." The Orlan chuckles quietly. "More or less." "I'm sure you have some great stories to tell." The Valiant rises as if it were his cue. "Ach, you have no idea." "Here we go." Watchka shakes her head at you. "Brought this on yourself." Franco ignores her. "Where would one begin the recounting of our journeys? The tale of the tentacled terror of Thane, the sordid story of the seamstress of Salona, the perilous perfidy of the Polpover." He believes he's a chanter, Watchka says, "but what he makes up in enthusiasm, he lacks in talent. Quiet, you old battle axe." He looks to you. "I'll be happy to expound over dinner if you're staying." Yeah, do you know anything about this island?" The explorer shakes her head with a snort. "Hardly seen most of it. Came on land a few miles that way." She jerks a thumb towards the western coast. Gods benighted Eothas prevented us from going any further, the Valiant grouses, and the Orlan's ears bounce with her vigorous nod. The dwarf smiles. We're looking for some ruins that are supposedly out here. Island so desolate, though, it's hard to imagine anyone building on it. It's certainly sandy, thanks. The Valiant loves a warm, quick sound that slips away as quickly as it appeared. Ah, quite true. I have sand in places I didn't know I had. I weep for the woman who will know me after this place. The Orlan shakes her head. We all weep for the women with the misfortune to know you. Jealousy. He winks at you. Midge resents my innumerable conquests. Midge crosses her arms and raspberries. Hardly. Yeah, well, just eat and rest. You eat with the explorers, sharing tales over the dying fire. Eventually, you call it a night, and they offer you a fallen comrade's tent for the evening. Waking up, you thank the group and take your leave. They wish you safe travels. What a nice encounter we had there. Still, this seems so dangerous. I mean, look at that. Yeah, we would do that anywhere, but not in our current position. But there's something interesting here, and that is some water. Let's take that with us. And now where to go next? I think we've now fully explored the archipelago. What is left to do is return to Sansa in Queen's Berth in Neketaka. And I think we should just do that to keep it relatively simple. The Steel Preacher. Really don't know what that is, but let's go over to Neketaka. We're sailing through the waters by the sea. We're so quick. That's of course good. Yeah, let's see what's going on in Neketaka, shall we? It's so far away right now. Maybe one day we'll get a better ship together. Not now, though. Minus 11 water. What in the name of... Our morale is okay. A merchant's there. Novice captain. A fog rolls in. What's happening? Out of nowhere, a heavy fog rolls over the ocean, so dense that you cannot see more than a dozen feet out from your ship. With the fog's arrival, the winds die, the waves calm, and the Defiant is left aimlessly drifting. They only sound those of the hull groaning as if in dread of what's to come. Eerie green lights pierce through the fog as the silhouette of a massive galleon approaches. Black sails, though tattered and rotting, catch in an otherworldly wind, slicing the ship forward at a rapid pace. Black sails. It's the ghost ship. The captain, a skeleton outfitted in tarnished armor, with glowering eyes, surveys you from the quarterdeck of the decaying galleon. She wraps two fleshless fingers against her chest before pointing right at you. The goddess of death has marked I will leave untouched. She nods solemnly once, then with a tilt of her skull, steers the ship away. As the floating hangman turns, several undead sailors shamble across the deck, hungry for a look at your crew. They scratch at the chipped and rotted railing, heads rolling on their exposed spines. The ship disappears into the fog. A few minutes pass before the fog fully dissipates, and the winds pick back up, rustling your sails. The sea is clear and empty. The other ship is nowhere to be found. We were looking for it. Ah, come on. Now let's go to Neketaka, to Queen's Birth, and to Sansa's map Emporium. We have mapped the archipelago, Sansa. What do you say now?
Welcome back, welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you once again. Tell me, how is the sailing? Smooth? Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope.
Only a gruesome flying Dutchman. Flying hangman.
How might I assist you?
I've got some material for your book.
Wonderful, I can't wait to... Oh, is that a little fishman you've drawn?
Yes, a Lagofath.
I had already set a coin aside for you. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
4,000 copper. It's so good. It's so good.
We are getting into deeper water now, so to speak. We call the islands along the east of Magran's Teeth the Burning Shoals. As you might imagine, it gets a little hot over there. 2 of the islands haven't been surveyed yet. You'll want to sail northeast from the docks to reach the islands. I'll be waiting.
And that's fine with us. It's absolutely fine. Can you hear the seagulls cry? We always think about if we should put an end to this thing with the Valeras and the Badatos, but whom is it that we should end? Maybe rather the bank, the financiers, even though the others are also not what we like. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, hey, Akima. How do you do?
Can I be of service?
Not really. Just wanted to say hi. Running through here. Wait. How about her?
Ak, my little privateer. You have...
Yeah, we're still hunting. It's a little bitty of a pity. Who are you? A commoner? A guard? Where would we go next? Northeast. Yeah, that's something. What, northwest seems a little better. Southwest, we still got Radulf to find. We want to go here, to maybe to Hasongo. Or to Crooksburg. Hasongo better. Let's try to get out of this. Oh, let's see. Maybe we can use the supply a little bit. How about the ships we could get? We could get a junk. A whole junk. Whoa. At least 9 crew to operate. I mean, we've got the money. Is that the biggest ship you can get? It definitely is. Aha. There's a skull with a stone in it, and we could extract the stone. I mean, that's certainly interesting. What are we gonna sell? At least the fine stuff, right? The fine stuff's gonna go. And of course the normal stuff too. Just going through this. Fine arquebuses. Just remove everything that we can reasonably sell. I mean, we would like to have something to drink, like, why not lager? Can we sell here? Nothing much, eh? Principe heads. Hoods. Acorn helmets. Yeah, I believe that's something, right? We will have a junk, my goodness me. Turn to starboard 2 turns, turn to port 2 turns, jibe 3 turns. I mean, it's the biggest thing, maximum crew, minimum crew of 9. We'll go for that. We will look at that. Let's have an even deeper look in the next episode. Have a great time until then, and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. See you soon, and happy gaming.